Hey guys, Charlani here. We have a ton of Christmas decor to take down and put away today. I've gotten a bit of a head start, but I thought I'd bring you along with me and let's talk goals for 2025. We'll talk business goals, but I also will share one overarching personal goal. We'll talk about it. So welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. I love all things organization, time management, and productivity, but I also equally love home decor, especially seasonal decor, like all these Christmas things. The aesthetic of all the spaces I live and work in is a high priority for me. And when things are functional and look nice, that's the sweet spot for sure. That is what makes me happy. So this is my seasonal decor closet. It's where I store all my fall, Halloween, and Christmas stuff. This mirror here is what usually lives on our fireplace. What you don't see here is me jumping up and down inside because I found a bin I thought I had lost. So during the holidays, I take down most of our everyday stuff and I keep it in here. Why I put a mirror in here and covered up one of the most important bins, we will never know. But this bin has all my mantle florals and the centerpiece for my coffee table. I was devastated when I couldn't find it. I thought I donated it accidentally because at the end of every season, I usually do like a big donation run. I de-junk and I declutter. You're gonna see us do that a little bit here too. But anyhow, I'm so happy that this bin was here all along. Now I'm going through, and anything that I haven't used in the previous 2 seasons, I donate. I'm no longer into keeping things that I might use in the future. It's not worth the space that it's taking up. So last Vlogmas, we created a DIY tree, and wait, was that the Vlogmas before? Either way, I don't know. But I won't be making ornaments again anytime soon. So all of those extra bulbs are gonna be donated. Now my storage closet is upstairs, which isn't ideal because I decorate only the downstairs of our home. So bringing these bins and boxes up and down the stairs is always a chore. However, at least we don't have to climb into like one of those storage attics or something like that where you like they have those really skinny stairs. At least we don't have that. But I'm super thankful to have this space anyhow, so I'm not complaining, but I like to bring down as much as I can to save time, and I try to make each trip as efficient as possible. This is Kai. Say hi to Kai in the comments and I'll tell him, but he's always somewhere near. So I'm going through every single bin individually and I'm keeping some things. I'm going to donate some other things, but I'm also clearing out things that are like broken. I've got garbage in some of these things, like just papers that I don't know why they're in here. So I'm really going in and I'm just organizing up each bin. I also wanted to make sure that every single bin had a lid, like every bin had a lid. Now, this is a little bit of vision casting, but at some point we'd like to find land. We've actually been looking off and on for the last several years. There have been a few properties that piqued our interest. We've actually gone to see a few, but nothing that really inspired us enough to pull the trigger. But we did find a property a few weeks ago that we didn't actually have a chance to fly out to before it was sold. But it made me realize that we are in no way prepared for a big move. This house is almost 5,000 square feet, and in full transparency, every single room needs decluttering and organizing. And I'm thinking that when we do find that perfect property, it's going to happen fast, and I am not prepared. I have a handful of favorite vloggers, one of whom? Either way, her name is Lauren Nicholson. She's here on YouTube. I saw her use old wrapping paper to cushion her decor, and I thought it was brilliant. Now, I have had this wrapping paper that I'm using for years. And the truth is, I bag about 90%, 95% of the gifts that I give. Now, my kids are older. My daughter is 28. My son is almost 25, but they get bags. So when I have grandbabies, their gifts will absolutely be wrapped in paper because kids unwrapping presents is absolutely the best. So anyhow, I have a ton of paper that I can use for wrapping and cushioning. And I'm also trying to condense the number of bins and boxes, but also packing things away well enough to support traveling if necessary. Like, can you imagine the amount of work it would be to not only have to pack up a house, but to then have to repack things that are technically already packed up? Seems like such a waste of time. And when I thought about that, and that maybe there could be a chance of moving in the future, the near future, I just can't even. I do not like wasting time. And this isn't taking much more time to do it right the first time around. So here we are. We are being proactive. Now, if you're wondering why I didn't pack things away like this to begin with, it's because these bins are simply packed up and they need to travel a very short distance and stored away and then not touched for like the next 10 or 11 months. So I'm not worried about cushioning things so much. As long as they could handle the jiggling of, 100 or so steps, that was good enough. But some of these things definitely wouldn't have survived like a moving truck situation. So that was my husband, Rob. We've been together for 30 years. Can you even? Well, we met when I was 10, so kidding. But honestly, we've officially been together since I was 18. So we've literally been together for more than half our lives. He's a coin collector. He has a YouTube channel here called Rob Finds Treasure. So if you like coins, collectibles, metal detecting, metal pouring, you can check out his channel. Again, it's called Rob Finds Treasure. Now this guy, boy, we have had a rough 14 months. He injured himself back in October of 2023, and it all kind of came to a head in November of 2023. It took months and months and months and many, many, many different doctors to figure out what was wrong. And it wasn't until just a few months ago that we finally found a doctor to prescribe him the right medication to take the edge off his pain. Unfortunately, he most likely has intercostal neuralgia, which is extremely hard to diagnose and pinpoint, and equally as hard to medicate. But it can also really take a long time to heal. But he's so much better than he was even a year ago. A year ago, he was pretty much bedridden because with intercostal neuralgia, it affects your breathing, your digestive system, pain in your chest and back. It's absolutely awful. And he still has, we like to call them episodes, if he pushes too hard. But where before he could be upright for only an hour and a half, 2 hours max, he now only needs to lay down a couple times a day. So he's definitely better than he was a year ago, but nowhere near 100%. Now, back to taking down this decor. I'm very ready to put my home back together and start the year off with a clean slate. Like, it truly feels like a fresh start, and I'm so ready to start the new year because I've personally done a lot of growth and learning, especially when it comes to my business these last few months. And it's finally time to take massive action and implement all the things that I've learned, one of which is consistency in weekly videos here on this channel. My goal right now initially is 1 video a week for the first couple of months, and then we'll reevaluate my time management and see if I can add maybe another video each week, but we will see. Sometimes you absolutely need to slow down and take that bird's eye view of where you're at, because I started to feel like my systems weren't exactly right. And we've had a lot of change within this household over the last, a little bit over a year now. But this last year was definitely the hardest that I've ever had. And I try to be positive and upbeat. That is really innately my personality, to be positive. But I'll admit that this year was really, really hard. And it tested my mindset to be strong and to stay happy as possible. But also, I felt very scared and depressed and so unsure of our future because at some points it really didn't seem like Rob was ever going to get better. And we were kind of starting to lose hope. Well, no, not me. I always am hopeful. But trying to be that for everybody around me got really hard. But we've made it through the hardest and the darkest days. I pray that we have anyways. And we're starting to move forward again. Now, I have many goals for 2025, especially for Live Happy Label. I have a planner and stationery shop that I started in the beginning of 2023. And that was another, just one of those added stressors because financially, Rob is basically the main breadwinner. And at the beginning of 2023, I really, I invested money and we built basically the bones of Live Happy Label, which I am so thankful I did because it was the one thing that really, really kept me focused and gave me something to look forward to on those darkest days. So always going to be forever grateful and thankful for that. So all these bins right here are ready to go into storage. Now I've made a lot of progress, but we still have two biggie things to do. The Christmas village back there and our main tree and the garland up on the stair rails. But we are getting there. And by the way, whenever I look at everything spread out like that, I always question if it's going to fit in the closet. But then I remind myself that it always does. And now that I've cleared out a couple of those bins, we should totally be good to go. So I'm not worried about it at all. This Christmas village is my favorite. And I scored all these pieces at an antique mall last year. And I couldn't love it more. Now, my dad was here in December and helped me figure out a few structural things on this stand. I went and I drove 4 or 5 hours away to pick it up. That whole journey is at the beginning of last year's 2023's Vlogmas, as well as I did a bit of like DIY to the raw wood. Anyways, it's all there if you're curious, but I didn't do Vlogmas this past December because truthfully, I knew I couldn't prioritize that kind of time, but fingers crossed we can make it happen this year again. We're going to see, but there are a few things that I like to switch up next year on this village, like flocking the garland, adding twinkle lights. So I think each year it's just going to keep getting better and better. And I also say that this year I did not buy any new Christmas decor, not one new piece. My mom actually bought us a couple of ornaments, some beautiful ornaments when we went to the Christmas store in Madisonville. But other than that, I did not purchase any new decor. And if you saw the final setup, it really didn't look like I was missing anything. Even not having that bin of mantle stuff, I have a lot that I was able to make work. Okay, so let's talk goals for 2025. Now, I have a few goals for Live Happy Label and one overarching personal goal that will be my main focus this year. So back to what I think I started to touch on. When you first start a business like mine, an e-commerce shop, you don't really keep a profit in the beginning. I kept reinvesting to order more product, selling that, and then reinvesting again. So we started with the clip folios and really solidified our planning system that first year, which is monthly calendar, weekly planner, and working from a list. And then last year, we introduced the A5 binders and inserts, which was just a more compact, smaller version. And I opened the sticker shop, and I kept adding new things, which costs more money. But I'm finally deciding to be at the point where I really need to become a true business owner and figure out how to make a profit to make a living. Because I think that's the goal for most of us out there, to be able to sustain your lifestyle and to have money, to have experiences, and to really achieve financial freedom. Now, I've always had my own businesses and my own streams of income, but that was my play money. Rob's money paid the bills. My money made like this house really pretty, right? So goal number one, pay off all my debt. And what that looks like for me is building community. And I know that my products are top notch. I know that I have the best quality. And I know that there are so many people out there needing our simple system to get their daily lives more organized and productive. It's time to really get out there and find those people. So goal number 1 is to pay off my debt. Goal number 2 is to build something to support my customers. I have what's called the Studio Tribe page, which was something that you had access to when you ordered the Clipfolio systems when we launched. And although I love the concept of that type of support, like training videos, planner spreads, specific time management tips based on our system, I love that concept, but it was too hard to get to. If you didn't have a bookmark, or if you didn't bookmark the page or use the QR code, it wasn't easily accessible. So I'm not sure if we're going to do a Facebook group. If you have any suggestions where people can comment and we can have that kind of back and forth that isn't in DMs or email, please comment below. It's something that I like to implement this year for sure. Now, goal number 3 is to create systems and schedules for my business. I need to list out my daily tasks and really prioritize things that will make my days run smoother and be more efficient. And most of all, feel productive at the end of the day. I've added so much so quickly that I didn't stop to truly create systems along the way. That stops this year. I need to nail down a schedule as though I was going to a 9 to 5 instead of winging my days and really working longer hours just to get everything in. So my top 3 business goals for Live Happy Label is number 1, pay off debt. Number 2, build a community platform for my customers. And 3, create systems, processes, and schedules for my workday. Now you can see that I moved everything into our gym upstairs, and all I have left to do is Tetris everything in here. But I'm not going to do that tonight because number 1, I'm exhausted, but mainly because I want to go through all that fall stuff too and kind of clear everything out. But man, the really hard work is done and it feels awesome. And I'm so excited to put our home back together for everyday life. Now, my big overarching personal goal this year is to get healthy. Like I said, these last 14 months have been rough, and I dealt with the stress by eating whatever I wanted because I was using unhealthy foods to cope. And then it became pretty much as bedridden as raw because I was, right there with them every step of the way. And although I kept up with my morning happy hours, that's how I maintained my sanity, I did not prioritize my physical health. So I put on an additional 25 pounds on top of the 25 I already needed to lose. So that is my biggest goal of the year. Get healthy. So it's back to consistent body movement, but most importantly, better food choices, which includes meal prepping and eliminating those things that just don't fuel me. So this is an overarching goal because it will make everything else better. I'll feel more confident to film more videos. I'll have more energy to do all the work that I need to do to continue building this business. I'll have more clarity, which helps make better decisions, and I'll be more creative because I'll feel much more like I'm on top of my game. So that's where I'm headed into this new year. Boy, this was a chatty video. Maybe this is the direction we go because I feel like I have still so much more to share with you all. So I'd love to hear what you've got going on this year too. So comment it below so that we can all cheer you on. And man, does it feel good to have our home back together. Waking up this morning felt so good. So I'll be sharing this journey of mine here on my channel for my own accountability, and I hope that you can maybe even feel motivated to go after whatever goals you're setting for yourself too. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't subscribed yet, pause me here. I'd love it if you did, and I'll see you later. Bye.